Hi friends, welcome to Skillsversity. Today we are going to discuss COUNTIF and COUNTIFS functions, right? Using IMDb movie dataset. So this is the syntax of COUNTIF and COUNTIFS functions, right? So if you ask what is the difference between these COUNTIF and COUNTIFS? COUNTIF will actually accept only single condition, right? Only single condition. Whereas COUNTIFS will actually allow you to apply multiple conditions conditions up to 127. For example, if this is a set of, if this is a pair like this, you can apply 127 pairs. It means 127 conditions you can apply. So you can see it here, like range 1 criteria 1, range 2 criteria 2, so on till range 127 criteria 127. So the only difference is COUNTIF will accept only single condition. COUNTIFS can actually take multiple conditions. That's the only difference you need to remember, right? And next, there are few important points that we need to remember. So as you know, right? So this is the COUNTIF function, right? If you learn COUNTIF function properly, you can apply the same rules to COUNTIFS, right? So we'll focus more on COUNTIF, and we'll also see how to apply COUNTIFS by using IMDb dataset. Okay, it is asking two arguments. First one is range, right? Range is nothing but collection of two or more cells, right? Two or more cells in Excel, right? If you select two or more cells, it is a range, right? A1 to A10, B1 to B10. These are ranges, right? And another one is criteria. So now we are focusing on criteria. Okay, there are few rules, there are few things you need to remember while applying criteria. So you can see it here. This is a criteria features. These are criteria features. So it accepts, the criteria accepts logical operators, right? And wildcards. What are the logical operators? We know, right? Less than, greater than. This is not equal to, equal to. If you combine less than, greater than, which is not equal to. Not equal to. We have an example that I will show you when we jump into IMDb dataset. So less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, all these are very known logical operators. So if you are using Excel or any other programming language, you might be aware of this, right? Logical operators. And what are the wildcards in Excel? In Excel we have three wildcards, right? One is asterisk, another one is question mark, and one more is tilde, right? So how to use all these three wildcards to leverage our data analysis to next level? We'll see it when we jump into an example. And one more thing, so there are three wildcards, and this criteria of COUNTIF function will accept logical operators, wildcards, and also when you are entering text values, you must enclose double quotes, right? That's what the important thing is. You must enclose double quotes when you are entering a text value or a string to say. And also there is one more thing you need to remember. When you are entering a logical operator with a number, then you must enclose in double quotation. For example, if you are saying that, for example, COUNTIF range greater than 90, right? Here you are using logical operator with a number, right? So you must enclose double quotes. You must enclose double quotes when you are using logical operator with numbers. We'll understand. I mean, you will understand more when we solve few questions on COUNTIF. And one thing, you no need to enclose double quotes for numbers. If you are entering a number directly, for example, instead of greater than, you're just giving 90. So no need to enclose double quotes. And if you're giving any cell reference example, here, COUNTIF, for example, COUNTIF range, right? You're directly hard coding, like you're just giving 90 as a number, like you want to count how many 90s are there in this particular range, right? In this particular range A1 to A10, you want to see how many 90s are there. So just enter 90, no greater than nothing. So no need to put double quotes, right? No need to enclose double quotes. And also when you're using cell references, no need to enclose double quotes. For example, here, COUNTIF range, suppose I'm giving B1, because in B1, in the cell B1, my value is already there. Maybe something 85 or 850 or something is there. So I'm referring this cell, I'm referring to this cell, I'm pointing out to this cell, right? You're using B1 as a reference, not giving 850 directly. So no need to enclose double quotes for cell references and numbers. But remember, when you're using a logical operator, in all these are criteria features. We are talking about criteria, right? In COUNTIF function, we have two arguments. One is range and another one is criteria. So we are talking about criteria because that is the most important thing we need to understand in COUNTIF function. Other than that, there's nothing to worry about. So logical operators and cell references, right? So when you're using logical operator and cell reference, then you must use ampersand, right? Ampersand is for concatenating, right? Concatenation. In Excel, there is a concept called concatenating. It means nothing but to join, right? To join, for example, if you want to join two text strings, then you use ampersand, right? To concatenate, like for example, you want to concatenate A and B. So, suppose if you give A ampersand B, the result will be AB, right? The same way, if you want to use a logical operator with cell reference, as I said, for cell reference, no need to enclose double quotes, but for logical operator, you need to enclose a double quote. For example, I'll show it here, just a minute. For example, you can see COUNTIF range and criteria. Sorry, I'll do one thing here. I'll explain it here. Suppose I'm using COUNTIF range. Now I want to use, so I have a value in B1, cell B1, I have a value 850. So I want to refer this using operator, logical operator, right? So what I do, if I say greater than, I'll put into double quotes. For cell reference, I don't need any double quotes. So to join these two, COUNTIF function will actually need an ampersand symbol. So if you put ampersand symbol in between, then it is nothing but greater than 850, right? But nothing but in the behind the scenes, it is nothing but greater than 850. So if you are referring any cell using logical operator, put that logical operator in double quotes and enter an ampersand symbol and then cell reference. That's how it works, right? We'll see it in the example. So let's jump into our IMDb dataset and we'll solve few questions to understand this COUNTIF and COUNTIFS function more and more. Actually, you can leverage your data analysis by using wildcards and logical operator inside your COUNTIF function. we'll see it. Let's go. So here is our IMDb dataset, movie dataset. So this is a serial number. So if you see, we have 1000 rows, it means we have 1000 movies. So this is movie title, this is genre, this column is description, a little bit about movie, director column, actor column, and release year and runtime, which is length of the movie in minutes, ratings, and number of votes from public, and the revenue collected for each movie, right, in millions. So now, as we covered theory, now let us solve a problem one by one. Now let us solve all these questions one by one, right? Count if is asking a range, right? So what is the question now? Count of movies directed by James Gunn. Like how many movies James Gunn has directed. So now we need to find out how many movies James Gunn has directed, right? So let's select the directors column, the entire directors column, and let's put a comma and open double quote and type James Gunn, close the double quotations and press enter. Close the bracket and press enter. So total 3 movies, right? Total 3 movies. He directed total 3 movies. Yeah, so it will go and search how many times James Gunn name has appeared in this column, right? So 3 times. So he made 3 movies, right? Let's check. If we apply filter, say James Gunn, right? So you can see here he made 3 movies called Guardian of the Galaxy, Slither, and Super, right? He made 3 movies 3 times because all the movies are unique, no duplicates. So if 3 times James Gunn, if the name of James Gunn has repeated 3 times, it means he made 3 movies, 3 different movies, because no duplicates here, right? So this way you can find out how many movies he directed. Now remove the filter and let's answer the next one. How many movies not directed by James Gunn? Here, not directed by. So you remember we discussed not equal to function, not equal to logical operator, which is like a combination of less than and greater than, right? So we need to apply that. So count if, right? Select directors column, right? Select directors column and put comma and now criteria. And criteria, as I said, if we are using any logical operator or a text string, we need to enclose it in double quotes, right? Now we are using a logical operator with text string. It means the entire symbol and text is considered as text itself. So what we do is we open double quotes, not equal to, and name of the director James Gunn, right? It means how many movies not directed by James Gunn. Close the bracket. So 997, right? Total we have 1000 movies in our data set. So 997 movies not directed by James Gunn, 3 movies directed by James Gunn. So total 1000. So in our data set we have total 1000, right? 1000 movies. Only 3 directed by James Gunn. How many movies not directed by James Gunn? Simple, right? You enclose with a double quote and not equal to James Gunn. Next, how many movies greater than 90 minutes length? This is regarding runtime, right? Runtime. So count if range is this runtime. Yep. Selected runtime. Put comma. Now we need to give criteria, right? Now we need to put criteria. So what is it criteria? It's greater than 90 movie. So we selected runtime. So count cells which are in runtime column, count cells which are greater than 90, right? That's what, that's when we get the answer, right? How many moves greater than 90 minutes length? So what we need to do, as I said, if you are using logical operator with number, we must enclose it with double quotes. So let's do greater than 90, right? So 919 movies are greater than 90 minutes length. How simple it is, and see how powerful also. Like now you're doing a data analysis with this 1000 rows of IMDb movie data set, right? The next question is, how many movies were longer than average length of all the movies on the list? Now, so even to answer this question, we need to work on runtime, right? Because this is about runtime. First, we need to find out average runtime, and then we need to do a greater than. We need to use greater than logical operator, and then average. Like we need to first find out average, right? First of all, let me tell you. We have an average option, average, and select the entire runtime. Press enter. So average runtime, I mean the total average of runtime is 113 minutes, 113.172 seconds or something. So 113 minutes is runtime. So now we need to find out how many movies were longer than this average length. If this is the average length, how many movies are longer than this? So what we can do is, instead of finding average separately and count, and then referring count and referring and using count separately, we can put it together. We can do a nested function. For example, count if the range is same, runtime, comma, now we need to put criteria. So criteria is nothing but open double quotes, greater than, right, greater than, close double quotes, concatenate, right, concatenate, and then again concatenate and use average function, average of runtime. Okay. So total 433. What happened here is, first, we need to give a range. Okay. Then here I'm doing, as I said, if I'm referring something, if here I'm referring to some range, right? This is a reference cell. This is considered as reference cell. So when you combine logical operator with reference cell, then you need to use ampersand, right? As I said, ampersand. So now we are combining these two, like logical operator and cell reference. And this cell reference is not a normal cell reference. We are actually inserting another function called average. So here the formula will first evaluate average function, and then you will get 113 as the answer. So it means simple, greater than 113. We are doing greater than 113. How to know this? Select this average function and press F9. Press F9. You will see the result of that particular function. Say 1139. It means nothing but we are doing greater than 113, right? Greater than 113. So 433 movies are actually longer than average length of all movies. Like how many movies were made by directors whose name contained John? Here the wildcard will come into picture, right? Here the wildcard will come into picture. See how I'll count if the range director. So we have how many movies were made by directors, right? So let's select the director and then put a comma. Then we need to give a criteria, right? So whenever you get a task to find out the pattern, like now we need to find out directors whose name contains John. We are not saying that whose name starts with John or ends with John. We are saying whose name contain the word John. So what we need to do is put a double quote, asterisk. Asterisk means any number of characters. Asterisk means the wildcard asterisk means any number of characters. So what I'm saying is I don't bother how many characters before John or after John. Okay, so just put an asterisk and say GAOHN and put one more asterisk and double quote and put brackets close. What does this mean, right? What does this mean, right? Yes, we are saying any number of characters before, I want to find out the name of the directors whose name contains John. I don't bother, I don't bother how many characters before John or after John. Any number of character is fine. But I just wanted to see the John word should contain in his name, right? That's what it means. 32. Next, count if. How many characters are there whose first name starts with exactly 5 characters? Exactly 5 characters. Okay, so now let's give actors, right? We need to select an actors column, put a comma, and now exactly 5 characters, right? Then you must put first name starts with exactly 5 characters. So now we need to enter question mark. Each question mark is a single character. Each question mark is a single character. In case of asterisk, it means any number of characters. It doesn't matter 5 characters, 2 characters, doesn't matter. Star means any number of characters. But question mark means the wildcard question mark represents single character. So how many characters exactly the first name should be? Because if you observe the pattern in the actors column, they have first name, gap, and then last name, right? First name, space, and the last name. So now the first name should contain exactly 5 characters. So we need to give question mark 5 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then give a space, and then press star, right? Put it enclose in double quotes. Star means I want to find out actors whose first name actually starts with exactly 5 letters, so 5 question marks and a space, and also star. Star means after space any number of characters is fine, but before space it should be 5 characters, right? Close the bracket, enter. So there are 253. There are 253 names starts with 5 letters. First name is first name starts with 5 letters and ends with any number of characters, right? Now here now we have multiple conditions. See here, if you clearly observe the question, how many movies acted by Matthew McConaughey and crossed 100 million revenue? Here we need to find out how many movies Matthew McConaughey had done, and also out of all the movies of Matthew McConaughey, how many movies crossed 100 million revenue? So now we need to apply multiple conditions. As I said, to apply multiple condition, count if will not support, so we use count if s. Count if s, criteria range 1. So first criteria is actor. So Matthew McConaughey, right? How many movies he acted? So first select actors column, put a comma, right? Put a comma and just enter in double quotes, enter Matthew, right? Matthew McConaughey, if I'm not wrong. You must be very careful while entering the spelling, otherwise, right? Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. So how many movies made Matthew McConaughey? So we selected actors column, and to find out and the condition is to find out Matthew McConaughey, how many times Matthew McConaughey repeated in that particular column. And then second criteria is that, and out of those movies acted by Matthew McConaughey, how many movies crossed 100 million? So this is about revenue. This is about revenue. So we'll select revenue as a column, right? And again I put a comma. This is second set of pair, right? First set of pair is range and criteria is done, right? First set of pair, if you observe first set of pair, range and Matthew McConaughey as a condition, done. Now you put one more comma, and now you are going for second criteria range. Second criteria range has done, revenue. It should be crossed 100 million, so greater than. So put it, double quotation, greater than 100. Close the brackets, close the double quotation, close the bracket, enter. So there are two movies acted by Matthew McConaughey and crossed 100 million revenue. How many horror movies released after the year 2010? Okay, horror movies. So now if we want to find, if we want to find out, horror is a genre, right? As I said, if you observe the genre, right, you can find out action, adventure, horror, thriller. So now we need to apply condition on genre to find out horror, and then this is a multiple condition, because, and then we need to apply one more condition on year column, right? Year column. So let's do it. Count if. So we need to select genre. So now we need to find horror movie. So what you can do when you do now I need to find out, because if you observe in genre column, there are multiple genres in each cell itself. Like if you observe here, if you observe carefully, in each cell we have 3 to 4 different genres, like action, adventure. If you observe here, see, science fiction, adventure, action. So in this way, if you observe here, the third cell is thriller and horror is there. Both are there. So now we need to find out those columns which contains horror, and movies released after, and those movies released after 2010. Like count if range. The first range is genre, comma, which contains horror, right? Which contains. So what we need to do? Contains means simple. Wildcard. We need to use wildcard. Put double quotes, star mark, horror, capital letter or small letter, it doesn't matter, because count if function is non-case sensitive. Whatever case you give, it will find out, right? Put one more hashtag and double quotations, close, bracket close. Here we are searching for genre which contains horror, right? Which contains horror. That's why we have given asterisk. Asterisk means any number of characters before horror, any number of characters or no character, that's fine. So we can give asterisk. And also, after the word horror, any number of characters is fine, doesn't matter. So I am looking for such cells which contain horror, the word horror, that's it, right? And second condition is that movies released after, the horror movies, those horror movies released after, put a comma, right? Just a minute. Put a comma, double quotes, open double quotes, greater than 2010, close double quotes, close the bracket. Just a minute. Okay, sorry, this is count if. So we need to put count if s, right? Count if s. So count if s, done. 85 horror movies released after 2010. 85 horror movies, right? And the next one is how many movies with title as only numbers. You remember we have remember few movies released with only numbers like 99, 7, or 99 is movie, a movie released in India, right? In the same way, there may be few movie titles which has only numbers as title. There is no text. So if you want to find out such movies, then you remember, if you want to search only numbers, what is the function that we discussed in topic 1 in our last video? Count function, right? Count function will only count numbers. So count, select the count, select the movie title, and close the bracket. There are 6 movies titled with numbers. So let's check here. Let's go and check it here. Apply filter. If you open here, you will see 6 movies, right? Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 movies titled only numbers, right? If you observe other titles, they have numbers and text, but we were actually looking for only numbers. Movie title with only numbers. So 6 movies, right? So now you realized, right, how powerful it is. So just using count and countif functions, we have done a very powerful data analysis. We answered almost 9 different questions using wildcards, logical operators, text string. So for few of them, we used double quotations because those are text strings or logic operators with numbers. So as per our rules, if you don't remember those rules, just go and revise one more time and then come back and solve these questions, right? Then come back and see this example. You will understand more and more, right? Thank you for watching this video. Please leave your feedback in the comment section.